February 2020.
2020.
Yeah, we went over there volunteering in Arusha, Tanzania. We were helping people with HIV, and then did a little bit of volunteering in a preschool as well. So I got a bit unwell while I was over there. Nothing too bad. I thought at first it was malaria tablets because some of the symptoms I had, a lot of people get when they take malaria tablets. And then progressively just got worse, I guess. Like towards the end of the trip, I was getting really dizzy and I had like trouble seeing. It's hard to describe what I was feeling. Everything was like a bit blurry and like moving in slow-mo almost. The doctor I was with gave me like a mobile diabetes test that she had in her little doctor kit. And then for whatever reason my blood sugars were like high. Some of the symptoms I had, like dizziness and like unable to focus and weird vision, can actually like be symptoms of diabetes. She thought, this looks like it could be diabetes. Get there and then she talks to the doctor and says, can we give him like a full blood count or a few other blood tests as well? Do that. The results come back the same day. Glucose level for diabetes was fine, but my lymphocytes were like really, really low. So basically, when your lymphocytes are low, it's like your white blood cells, which fight diseases. When you get sick, they get like a bit low, but my levels were like way too low. There's only like a few things that can make your blood like that drop. Cancers, HIV, and then like a few other nasty things. They said, because lymphocytes comes from the term leukemia, so they said that's pretty common. Like, it's pretty much why they screen for those sort of cancers. The scariest part was for sure on the way home, being in Kenya airport. So when I got there was a mix up with my flight, so I missed my flight and then had no access to my bank account and had like no charge on my phone and my bags went missing. Eventually borrowed someone's phone to message my sister to ask her to buy me a new flight back to Australia, and then that flight was like 12 hours later. At this point I'd probably have never felt this sick in my entire life. In Kenya airport, where just had no phone, no water, no money, no nothing, and I was just dying for like 12 hours. So when we got home, this was sort of the start of COVID. So anyone who comes back with a temperature has to be like quarantined in the airport. But I was there, I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm doing this. Told the lady I was coming back from Europe and then went through the self-checkout, because if you're an Australian citizen, you can just put your passport in, don't have to talk to anyone. I was not going into quarantine in that airport, no way. Convinced I was going to die. I hadn't eaten anything in so long, but I was vomiting in Kenya airport and I was laying there and I vomited and literally was too weak to get up, so I rolled over, moved a couple of meters away and then went back to sleep. So my sister picks me up and was like, we'll go straight to the hospital. Put me on a drip and gave me some tests and came back and said I've got like a bacteria infection which like had got into my blood. So then I was in hospital for 3 days on an IV with antibiotics in the IV, and I probably did 100 blood tests to make sure I hadn't brought anything infectious back. Eventually they figured out that like whatever virus I had or bacteria infection I had like combined and got into my blood. But if I didn't end up in a hospital like the one I went to in Sydney, I was going to die. So got lucky there, I guess.